Each week I'm going to pull the name of a business theory, an academic theory, out of this box and explain how to use it in the workplace. And today's theory is going to be psychological contract. This is one of my favourite theories. It's about, the theory says it's about mutual beliefs and perceptions and expectations. Whatever that means. What I think it means is you and I have some agreement in business. It's psychological. We didn't write it down. We didn't say we would commit to each other in a tangible way. There's no legal ramifications of not doing the bits we promised each other. It's psychological. It doesn't exist. It's not tangible, right? It's an understanding. You and I in business have agreed to do something for each other, maybe without even realizing it. It may be just that we have a shared goal or a shared responsibility, or we just like each other. It's psychological. Now, the trouble with a psychological contract where we feel obligations to each other but didn't write them down and legalise them is they're a bit woolly. It's in our minds. What I think may not be the same as what you think the deal is, right? And it changes all the time. So the psychological contract is built on mutual goal and shared direction, trust, probably likability, and we are in it together. That's the formation of a psychological contract. I don't write them down and make them. I don't go up to someone and say, hey, fancy being in a psychological contract. It doesn't happen. It develops over time. But we have an understanding. Now, the trouble is, of course, if I haven't written it down, your understanding might shift. You might not like me anymore. Or you may have a different goal. So I do need to manage this a little bit. It's not enough just to say, yeah, we've got this understanding. We haven't written it down. We have a psychological contract. Because it shifts and moves and is all over the place. I need to review it. I said this once in a workshop. So you need to evaluate the quality of your relationships, your business relationships, not in a write them down and mark them way, but to be aware of them. Who are the important people I have these psychological contracts with? What's the foundation and basis of them? It's not written down. I might think something different to what the other person thinks, and it may change over time and just implode. It might not even exist because it's not written down. So I do need to think about it. Okay, there's a person who I would like to do business with. We're not going into a legal contract. It'd be like partnerships or associations, right? I don't need a legal contract for that. But I do need to think about it. So why are you in it? Why am I in it? And at its most simplest level, let's meet for lunch once a month and just chat. And that's what developing a psychological contract is about. Shared understanding, mutual benefit, and most importantly, trust.